News from the Magnificent Mile after a smash and grab on Michigan Avenue turns deadly. The thieves ran into the store, but their getaway ended in this crash with parts of Michigan Avenue still shut down. Our Lauren Victory live for us at Walton and Michigan. That's the scene of that smash and grab right behind you. And Lauren, I understand you have new information.
Yeah, Marie, this just came in from police. A male driver in his 40s is dead after burglars fleeing the scene here smashed into him. The tragedy apparently all began shortly before 5 a.m. That's when an eyewitness staying at the Drake Hotel across the street began shooting cell phone video of a truck backing up to ram the glass at the Louis Vuitton store. Several people squeezed inside and run back out with what appears to be merchandise. This goes on for at least a full minute. The burglars then took off down Michigan Avenue where they struck a man driving a Honda CRV. That innocent bystander was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. 5 men in the getaway car were hospitalized with non-life-threatening injuries and are now in police custody.
Y'all demons, bro. That's it. That's Bruce Willis's the person in the chat, not the actor. That's Bruce Willis's friends right there. Y'all are straight up demons. Y'all demons. And it's always the innocent person that's just in their Honda CRV, chilling, slow motion, and chilling in his CRV, minding his business. Next thing you know, you got a bunch of ghetto folks that just got done backing into the Louis Vuitton store on the Magnificent Mile to break in and steal some handbags. And next thing you know, they kill somebody in the getaway car. Y'all are the worst, bro. Y'all are absolutely the worst. And then they'll sit there and defend these type of criminals, defend this type of behavior. Y'all don't never hold nobody accountable that's in y'all neighborhood that's trash. Y'all don't really care about yourselves. Y'all hate each other. You hate yourself. You hate the world. You just trying to take everybody else down with you. Y'all the worst ever, bro. You steal a truck, back it into the Louis Vuitton store on the Magnificent Mile. Y'all just got done breaking into the Rolex store last week. Last week, y'all had ice picks and hammers, and you broke into the Rolex store and you stole some stuff over there. Now you doubled down and you went over and you backed into the Louis Vuitton store on the Magnificent Mile. Then you did the getaway, run into somebody who probably your father, and you kill somebody, and all of y'all still survive. And here's the worst part about it. They probably gonna get out. They probably gonna get out. They gonna get bail, Safety Act over there. They gonna get bail. They gonna get out of jail. They gonna get out of prison. They gonna get out with a promissory note to show back up in court, courtesy of Brandon Johnson and the aldermen and the Chicagoans, along with J.B. Pritzker. Unreal, bro. Unreal. Bruce Willis says, what's your favorite flavor of shoe polish, Anton? I don't really know what that means, but I know what my favorite look of nail polish is. It's the one that your girl got on her fingers that she, let me be quiet. You right. All right, you had your 15 minutes, man. You still on my dick? You still on my dick?
It is the second time in less than a week that the Mag Mile's seen major police activity. Burglars used hammers to break the glass at the Rolex store on Friday. They snatched watches, but were caught by Chicago police after leading officers on a chase and crashing their getaway car. 5 out of 6 people arrested in that case are due in court today on felony theft charges. Back out here live, it appears more investigators are arriving on scene. They were starting to measure the windows a few minutes ago, and the door to this pickup truck was opened about an hour ago. Looks like they're going to start beginning processing some evidence inside that car, possibly taking fingerprints. Again, this is the smash and grab this is the location of where that smash and grab then turned deadly with that car crash. Police tell us 2 other offenders were taken into custody on DuSable Lakeshore Drive that were related to all this. That's in addition to the 5 that were taken into custody at the hospital. Reporting live on Michigan and Walton, I'm Lauren.
So they were trying to piece this together because I actually did a review video on this that I haven't even released on the Anton Daniels channel, right? And so they was trying to piece this together because on the highway, they had arrested some people that was on the highway. And then obviously it was a accident, which we now know what that accident was. And it was 2 cars that was flipped over. People got taken to the hospital and all of that. And then obviously the footage that they got of them crashing into the Louis Vuitton store were straight from all of the patrons that were showing it on social media because they were staying in a hotel across the street from the Louis Vuitton store on the Magnificent Mile. They were staying at the Drake Hotel. And so now they put it all together. And what happened was they stole a Ram, backed it into the Louis Vuitton store, stole a bunch of handbags. They're going to be going to jail for manslaughter and for vehicular homicide. They're going to be in jail, hopefully, for the next 25, 30, 40, 50 years because they were looking to steal handbags out of the Magnificent Mile Louis Vuitton store. Can you imagine that? Yo, fam, what you in for? Yo, we was robbing handbags that it probably cost them $45 to make a piece that they selling for $3,000 on the Magnificent Mile. And then we wind up running into somebody and killing them and taking him away from his family. And then we got into an accident ourselves. And so they handcuffed us to our beds in a hospital room to make sure that we don't get away. And now we killed somebody and removed them from their father and their mother. And so now we in prison for the next 45 years and we got to keep biting pillows. Imagine going to prison because you went to go steal some handbags, bro. Handbags. Y'all are the worst group of people that I've ever seen in my entire life, bro. Worst group of people that I've ever seen in my entire life. And when I say group of people, I'm not talking about your color. I'm talking about the culture of criminals, the culture of people that are willing to do the worst things to America and the worst things to other people and put their hands and steal other people's stuff. The worst things ever, bro. And then you know what the funniest part about it is? Yeah, they released some photos. I put the photos up of the shooter. The FBI released some photos and they looking to see who gonna find the photos. You know what the worst part about this whole situation is? And then you got legislators that monetize y'all because they want y'all to continue to commit crimes so that they can get money from the federal government to say that they lowering crime statistics. The worst ever. Oh, look at him running in the Victim Olympics. Of course, Anton ever only dogs out black people. No, I don't. I don't dog out black people. I dog out black culture. It's a difference. The culture and some of the people are different. Oh, listen. Oh, absolutely. We have to separate ourselves. 100%. Keith Woodson. I'm familiar with your type. We have to separate ourselves. There are black people, and then it's y'all. It's black people, and then it's y'all. Always running in the Victim Olympics. Always want somebody to feel good. Always. Absolutely. But this is the culture that we live in. These are the people that we have to deal with. And it is what it is. So I don't know, man. I don't know what the fix is. I don't know how we go about doing things differently. I don't know how we fix the culture in the community. The one thing that I will say, I'm about to read the super chats. The one thing that we will say is that we have to learn how to separate ourselves again. For whatever reason, y'all think that it's cool for y'all to continue to try to be a part of the cool kids club. Y'all think it's cool for y'all to try to be a part of the cool kids club. And you know, it just is what it is. Somebody said people are taking shots at you, Anton. That's what happens. Complaints go up, not down.